Next, I'm going to bring some changes in the design part of the website. So first of all, I'm going to do for that to take the original LinkedIn account. So this is the original LinkedIn website, and this is our clone website. So first of all, I'm going to do is to, in the middle component, I'm going to give the state post in this dependency array. Okay. So next I'm going to do is to increase the size of this logo. Okay. So in the navbar component, I'm increasing the size of the logo. That is, as of now, it is 25. I'm giving it as 30 px. So now you can see that the size has been increased. I think we need to increase the size much more. So I'm giving 35. Okay. So next I'm going to do is to add the distance between the icons in the navbar. So first of all, I'm going to do is you can see that in the original LinkedIn, the home button or home icon is in here, but in our clone, it is in here. So I'm going to change the grid item in the navbar. So here we have given the grid item xx equal to 5, 6 and 6. So I am going to give it as 5 and 7. So now you can see that it will be changed. Yes. Now you can see that home icon in the actual place. So next I'm going to give a margin left to or increasing margin left to these icons. So here we can see that we have given the margin left as like this way. So I am giving margin left as 50, 50 and 50. So now you can see that these icons were moved apart. Okay. Next I am going to do is to change the video icon in the home page to calendar. So as of now in the updated LinkedIn website, you can see that here it is media, here it is event, and here it is write article. So I'm going to do is to change this video icon into the calendar icon. So for that, I'm going to import an image from my system. So I have downloaded an image of calendar. So I'm going to import this image into the project. Okay. So here I'm going to import this image calendar into this images folder here. So now you can see that this is the image that I'm going to use. So for that, I'm going to the middle component and I'm going to import the calendar image in the place of video image. Okay. So next I'm going to replace the image video using this calendar. Okay. So now you can see that the structure has been changed. Okay. So next I'm going to give here the names. That is here I am giving as media. Here I am giving as event, and here I am giving as write article. So now you can see that the structure has been changed. So I am going to reduce the margin left from here. So I am giving margin left 150 px, and here I am also giving the margin left as like this way. Okay, I'm going to reduce the margin left here one more time. Okay. Next I'm going to do is in the middle I'm going to remove this on click from this event and the write article. Then next I'm going to the file post component. Here we know that we have already have an input field with the type of file. We have made that input field hidden by giving the style display none. Next I'm going to do is to give a button as like this way. And you can see that when we go to the LinkedIn original website and they click the media button, at that time you can see that when we close this window, there is a button for upload from computer. So I'm going to make that button. So I'm giving as upload from computer as like this way. And I'm giving the variant as contained. So now you can see that this is the button. Okay. So now you can see that this is the upload from computer button. Then next I'm going to do is I'm going to give a style that is SX border radius for about 30 px. So now you can see that this is the structure. Okay. Next I'm going to give the on click here, and in the inside this on click I'm going to do is to give the function that we have already given in this open model. So I'm going to copy this file of dot current dot click, and I'm going to put that in this on click of the upload from computer button. So here you can see that when I click this button, at that time also this window will open for file upload. So here you can see that we can upload the file as like this way. Okay. And also I am giving this text also. So here after the button, I am going to give H for select files to begin. Okay. I am giving H3 here, and I am giving the style that is font weight 500. Okay. And also I am giving as H6 share images or videos, share your images or videos. Okay. Next I am going to do is to change the design of this connections and invitations text. So for that I am going to the sidebar component. From here I am going to give the style to this link. So here I am giving the style as text decoration to none. I am giving the same style to this invite link also. So now you can see that the style as like this way. Then I am giving gray color to this. Here also. So now you can see that this is the structure as of now. So next I'm going to do is to capitalize the first letter of this name and the designation. So for that I'm going to take the sign in component and I'm going to give methods in this text field. So here I am going to give as e.target.value dot char at method. I am giving as 0. At that time we will get the first letter. Then dot to uppercase. To uppercase will convert that into capital letter, or it will capitalize the letter. Next I am going to do is to add the other part of other part of the string using slice method. One argument into the slice method. Here we need to give this e.target.value here dot slice. Okay, so now you can see that I'm going to log in again. Here I am giving a Steve, CEO, sign in. At that time you can see that the first letter is capitalized. Okay, so I'm giving this same method to this designation also. I'm going to copy this and to paste it here. So now you can see that I'm going to log in again, Steve, CEO, and sign in. So now you can see that next I'm going to do is to align these designation and the name at the center. So for that I'm going to take the sidebar component and here I am going to give the text align center. So I'm going to remove this and I'm giving as text align center. I'm giving this same style here in this designation part also. So that is text align center. Next, I'm going to remove this style, that is position relative left to, from here also. So now you can see that the designation and the name is aligned clearly at the center. Okay. Next, I'm going to give the accept attribute in the file upload of media. So for that, I'm going to the file post component and here I'm going to give the accept attribute as like this way. That is image slash star comma video slash star. Okay, so now you can see that we can only select the image or video. Okay, next I am going to change the size of the profile image in the sidebar and in the middle component. So I'm going to the sidebar component and I'm going to increase the size of the profile image. So here I am going to give the width as 65 px. So now you can see that the size is increased. So I'm going to reduce the size here in the middle component. So in the middle component, I'm going to give the size of the image as 55. Okay. Then next I'm going to give a margin left to the sidebar. Okay. So I'm going to the sidebar component and here I am going to give the margin left for about 45. Okay. The next I'm going to increase as the width little bit. Okay, so I'm giving a width here that is 240 or 230 px. I'm giving that width to this banner also, that is this image width as 230 px. Okay, next I'm going to reduce this border radius in the sidebar and in the right bar also. So here we have given the border radius 15 px, so I'm giving as 10 px. And next I'm giving this border radius to this border top right radius, that is 10 px, and border top left radius 10 px. And also in the right bar I'm going to give the border radius as 10 px. Okay, so now you can see that border radius has changed. Okay, next I'm going to reduce the padding here in the home component. So here we have given the padding as 40 px. I'm giving as 20 px now. So now you can see that the padding has been reduced. I'm going to give the margin left here once more, that is in the sidebar, 55 px. Okay, so this is a structure as of now. Next I'm going to do is to remove this preview after uploading the image. So here is a preview. In the file post component, I'm going to give set file as empty here. In the add post function. So at the time you can see that when I click the done button, this preview will be moved away. Next, I'm going to give the link to the network component for this message icon. So in the navbar, you can see that here is the message icon. So I'm going to give it as network here also. Okay. And here also I am going to pass this state. I'm going to click on this message icon. At that time, you can see that we will be redirected to this network component itself. Okay. Then at last, I'm going to use the logout functionality from the Firebase or logout authentication. So in the navbar, I'm going to use this logout. So for that, I'm going to use a button named logout. So here below this image, I'm going to use the button from the material UI as like this way, and I'm giving the name of the button as logout. So now you can see that the button here. So I'm going to give the size as small, and I'm giving the variant as contained as like this way. Okay, I'm going to give the SX tag, and in this SX tag, I'm going to give the background color as black, white, and the color as black. So now you can see that the structure of this logout button is like this way. I'm going to put this button into another grid. So I'm going to give another grid, and I'm giving here as item SX1, and here I am giving it as 6. And I'm putting this button inside this grid. So as like this way at the end. Okay, I think this is very fine. So next I'm going to do is to define a function that is const logout, which is equal to, I'm going to use the function sign out from the Firebase as like this way, and I'm giving the async await, and I'm giving the try catch, and I'm putting this sign out functionality inside this try as like this way. Next, I'm going to call this function logout in this button, on click of this button as like this way. Okay. Next, I'm going to give this auth, which we have defined in the setup.js file. And also I am providing the Google provider, which we have defined in the setup.js file. So in the setup.js file, we can see that we have defined the auth and the Google provider. So I have given that auth and Google provider in the sign out function. So now you can see that I'm going to click on the sign out button. At that time, you can see that the user has logged out. Okay, so here there is no user and the post. So next what I'm going to do is to, after sign in, we have to navigate into the login or sign in component. So here I'm going to use the use navigate hook from React Router DOM. So I'm going to assign use navigate into this variable, that is navigate. And here I'm going to use this navigate variable as like this way. Okay, as like this way. So now you can see that after clicking logout, we will be redirected to this sign in component. So I'm going to give the name and the designation again, and I'm going to click on the sign in button. Now we will be logged in and will be redirected. Next, I'm going to click on the logout button again. At that time, we will be logged out and we will be redirected to this sign in component. To this sign in component. To this sign in component.